So you guys had gone down into the one of the holds on the lowest floor of the
killed
ship.
8 of possibly the 8 Illiths we were looking for. We haven't found any more, but we also haven't explored any of these chambers down to the lowest level.
There's also the fact that the Dominate kept like switching between Illithids, and then it didn't go away at the end. However, it's possible that the ship itself is itself an Illithid.
Yeah.
Anything is possible with enough Illithids.
Yeah. That's why
How many
I think.
does it take to screw in a light bulb?
So we're off initiative, right?
Yes.
0. They have people. They have people to do that for them.
Riot is gonna ask Nath because I figure he would know better. Do you think that's it? Do you think there's anything else that we should be on the lookout for down here?
I mean, there might be some more thralls. Something dispelled my scrying sensor, so it's maybe warded, or I'm not sure.
I also noticed something froze all my maelstrom in place. I'm not sure.
We should destroy the pool before we leave, obviously. We should probably destroy the whole ship.
Well, hold up. Something
For
dispelled
now,
your
let's-
scrying sensor, but
Yes.
psionics don't dispel magic generally, and the Illithids don't use don't use magic, right? You said that?
But they could have a ward that simply prevents scrying, much like I can have a spell that simply removes charms, which would be great,
Okay.
but I don't.
Yeah.
I remember a spell that you used that removed charms. It's called Firewall.
I'm thinking of casting a new spell that I have a new song for, but it's pretty long because the spell takes a minute to cast by the rules.
Is the song actually a minute long?
The song is like 3 verses in chorus. It's the longest song.
Oh God.
I mean, you have the floor.
Okay, like if you guys don't mind.
No, quite all right.
I'm not going to stop you.
All right, cool. I'm gonna cast Conjure Celestial.
Okay.
All right. Powers of good, of thee I plead. Send aid to servant in her time of need. Send aid to your servant in her time of need. She's gotten herself in a terrible mess. Now might be a good time to prove that she's blessed. Your servant, faithful and true, is asking a favor of you. There's certain things that she can't do, but with some help she'll muddle through. Powers of good, I'm in hot water. Please spare a thought for your spiritual daughter. She seems to be flailing in over her head. What good is your servant if she winds up dead? Your servant, faithful and true, is asking a favor of you. There's certain things that she can't do, but with some help she'll muddle through. Powers of good, the outcome looks bleak, unless you provide me the help that I seek. Just one lousy ally, that's all that I ask, to aid me in finishing my holy task. Your servant, faithful and true, is asking a favor of you. Just what does a girl have to do? For a savior, some backup, a bailout when she acts up, a partner, a consort to hold down the old fort. I'll take what I can get for some help with the threat, and together we'll muddle through.
Nice. That's the best.
I like how we went a little Broadway there at the end.
Yeah.
It was really good.
That's probably the best song you've done.
I like it.
Oh, that's
So-
what I didn't do. I didn't open my XP sheet. That's probably important to you guys. Yeah, let's do that.
So I get the Celestial of challenge rating 4 or lower.
You do indeed.
No, you don't, because halfway through you were counterspelled.
And you're casting that as a bard. Yes, you don't have any way to cast.
Oh
that
yeah,
as
this
a
is
priest.
this is another instance of Riot pretending to be a high levels cleric.
Very good.
I think if you flub a line, you should have to make a charisma save.
Let's see here.
That's a player flipping a line, not Riot.
That's true. Riot would never.
Riot has a 20 in charisma. Nich does not.
That's fair.
And Riot's chaotic, yes?
Mm-hmm.
The Celestial you receive takes the form... I mean, at first it doesn't seem like the spell did much of anything. And you're wondering, did Osprey find some way to horn her way in? Has she figured out this racket? Who's at the top of the stairs here? Oh, that's Stixie. That's the remaining water bear. Okay. Liberation.
What's
you
up?
notice it first. A sniffing around your feet, the feel of fur at your legs.
Look down.
And you see what looks to your eyes to be a fox with a golden coat. And it's just very curiously padding around, sniffing at your feet.
Well, hello there. What brings you to this terrible, terrible place?
And you see the light of recognition in its eyes when you speak to it. And you can swear the thing smiles slyly at you before it pads over to Riot's side.
Liberation rolls his eyes.
Riot kneels down and pats her shoulder.
And it acts very aloof, like it could take your patting or leave it.
Oh no, I'm inviting it to jump up on my shoulder.
And it does not. It stays on the ground.
Okay.
You can issue it a command to do so, but it merely invited
Riot's
it.
not really the commanding type unless we get in a fight.
That's wildly untrue. I've got more orders for Riot than any other player character in this game.
Oh yeah, Riot's a huge hypocrite. We all know this. I'll say another way. Riot's not the type to command by magic.
Sure.
Okay, this is not...
Well, no, wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
I remember some
anyway.
mind control spells.
Riot
People
started.
running in fear.
Riot
So we tried this door up here and found that it was not it wasn't locked, but it's sort of unopenable.
Correct. The door has a handle, but the handle doesn't move. There's no noticeable locking mechanism, and Liberation checked for magic, and it wasn't magically sealed either.
Okay. So it's possible if... Kelian, can you try one of these doors? Especially this one. Let's try this one first.
All right.
And I mean, what do you try with the door?
There's no locks or anything on it, right?
Nope.
It's
just a naked handle.
just a naked handle.
No keyhole,
happens.
no latch, no deadbolt, no nothing.
And pull the door, nothing happens.
Nope. Doesn't budge.
Kelian shrugs and rams his shoulder into it.
And it was the same with every door you've encountered except for this one, which opened up and expelled a couple of thralls at you last week.
Well, Liberation's magic shit is wiggling. Maybe that. That's how magic works, right?
Sure. Give it a shot. Because if no one else can do something, it's going to be up to me to do it with knock, and I don't have a lot of knock.
Can I discern, does the door slide up? Does it slide down? Does it...
It's
where does the door go?
It has a handle.
Opens?
That's all you know. You'd have to see it in operation. This door back here that you saw open just opened out into the hall. No, so
Okay.
if this door opens the same way, it'll open out into the hall as well.
All right.
It's okay, Kelian. Magic is hard sometimes.
Ain't my bag of tricks.
So what's next?
Liberation shrugs and then tries smacking the door with his hand axe.
When you say smack the door with your hand axe, I mean, you're just going straight through the middle of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a straight strength check. Don't make me one of them crooked strength checks. I'm watching you.
I don't know. I can't really. That's an 11.
An 11, it's not going to do it. I don't know. I tried hitting it. I tried yelling
Actually, wait,
at
no,
it.
I have advantage on that because I'm still huge. From my potion of... Oh, never mind.
Riot.
Mm-hmm.
Your fox does not require concentration, and you have it for, it says, up to an hour.
Yeah.
All right.
So does the X
Oh, it
recoil
does.
off of it, or does it get
It does
stuck?
require
or-
concentration, apparently.
It
Yeah,
does.
what happens when the axe...
It's a summon, otherwise it'd be
strikes the
broken as
thing.
shit.
Yeah. Well, it's a 7th level spell. I mean,
No, it's still.
It's got to be kind of broken.
Brickroad, what happens when
it
when
does,
the axe
okay.
strikes the door? It just...
You feel the reverberation of the strike go down your arms as though you've just hit a solid object with your weapon.
So you recoil, okay.
No, nothing special happens when you hit it.
And we've looked at this with the tech magic, and it's not magic, right?
Liberation did that last session.
Yeah.
All right. All right, fine. Right. Walks up, cast knock.
On which door?
The one she's standing in front of right here.
Okay. Bear with me. I'm
Make
flipping
room.
through some books, finding a
Yeah,
suitable stat block for your for your fox.
For your door mimic.
And how long does knock open the door for?
Let me look up knock. Used to spell in a while.
God, my new phone loads the spell book so fast.
Suppressed for 10 minutes.
Okay. And yeah, it opens up. Opens inward, actually. It looks like a little guard station in here. There's not much in here, except for a couple of chairs, one of which has been turned over, as though the guard on station got to his feet very, very quickly.
Oh, Brickroad, actually, 1 second. It said, if you choose a target that's held shut with Arcane Lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes. I don't know what happens if this was not Arcane Lock.
I think it's just unlocked.
I think it's just unlocked.
I'm going to have to make a ruling on this, but... Nath, I'll let you make either an Arcana or a History check. Intelligence, Arcana, or History.
Yep.
Via Riot versus this lock.
For some reason, did I crash on a tabletop? No, for some reason it just doesn't always give me an option to see it. That would be 18 on Arcana.
Okay. If the door is locked psionically rather than magically, you're pretty sure the knock spell will function as usual, but you're not sure how long it will stay open. Your best bet, therefore, is once the door is open, if you want it to stay open, physically actually
Put
chalk it
something in
open
it.
somehow.
Yep.
Yeah, Liberation, if Nath voices that, Liberation picks up the overturned chair and jams it up against the door so
Okay.
he can
So-
to prop it open.
This door here is open, and so is this one.
Is it completely open as it is?
Yes, this one is already open out into this hallway. And looking down the hallway, you see slave quarters. Many, many small, just basically tiny bunks. Each of these doors, just iron bars, again, with a handle, but no noticeable locking mechanism. And looking in most of them, each one fits 2 or 3 of the Illithid's slaves. Most of these are in a state of unconsciousness, and the ones that are awake don't seem to be in a state of alertness. At best, they're sitting up against the back wall, drooling on themselves.
They still
look-
have the milky, faded eyes.
No, these are prisoners, not thralls. And then at
Liberation.
the end of the hallway,
pulls on-
you've got a double door leading south.
Liberation starts pulling on the handle to this door.
And again, handle does not budge. Cannot open it.
Hey, Kelian, got some more locks you might want to try. I don't know if these will be easier than the others.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's the same deal, but instead of solid doors, they're bars. There's a handle, but no like lock, keyhole, or anything.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
See, this is the kind of thing that makes me wish I had that spell finished.
Liberation looks to the handle, and then he goes straight for the handle this time on one of these cell doors.
You try to open it with the handle?
Yeah. I pull my hand axe back out and go for the handle this time.
And when you do, you find your axe cleaves through the handle cleanly. It clatters to the floor, and the door opens somewhat. Which door did you do that to?
This one right here.
Okay. And inside are several humanoid slaves of the Illithids. Humanoids in this context means typically humans, but in smaller numbers, elves and gnomes. These are people from other ships that the Illithids have captured, and they look starved, malnourished. Some of them seem to have been subjected to bizarre forms of torture.
Hey, Liberation?
Yo.
It's really cool to see that working and all, but I kind of feel like we should make a sweep of the rest of the ship before we go freeing a bunch of weakened people.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Look at him.
It's good. It's
He's
good
gonna
to know
stay right there. Look at him.
It's good to know we can free these guys, though.
Yeah, definitely.
All in all, there are probably 30 or 40 such prisoners in this area of the ship.
Hey, you think you could send a message back to the
Have we explored the entire
Back
ship
to
at this
the-
point?
back to the Welk?
No, there's still a lot of black space on this bottom deck.
We should probably wait until we... Sending is a limited resource. We should wait until we know what's on the entire
Yeah.
ship before sending them.
Okay.
I mean, we will at some point, but I don't have a lot of slots left.
All right.
I'm completely tapped to my higher valencies.
How's this door look?
Looks the same as the others, except this one is a double door
Liberation goes with the axe again.
and does not open. The axe has no effect here.
Well, they gotta have a way of opening up these doors.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, and Liberation taps his temples with both of his fingers. Yeah, they're mines, man.
I'll touch the door next to me and try and concentrate on it and see if I can do anything with the psionic energy.
How many PSPs
It's
do you
immediately
have?
obvious. I believe I have 10. I haven't spent any yet. Let me double check.
Psst, psst.
So the fun thing I was thinking about between sessions is that I can't fail a save against Dominate unless I run out of PSP. Which is completely appropriate to the character. Per day is on the other sheet. It's loading. For some reason, it's being slow.
While you're
I'm
waiting,
like 90% certain it's 10. Okay,
go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Sure. Yeah, 10 per day. I haven't spent any.
Okay.
Be 23 on intelligence.
As you watch your companions examine some of these doors and try what they have to get through them, and you see the only luck anybody's had so far is Riot using one of her precious knock spells and Liberation using his magic axe. Probing the door psionically. If you make an intelligence check and spend 2 PSPs, excuse me, intelligence DC 10, you're pretty sure you can open an individual door. That being said, the entire ship is pretty heavily charged psionically.
Yeah.
Which means you might have the ability, although dangerous, to siphon PSPs from the ship itself, from what's left of the pool above or other living illithids on the ship.
Can I attempt that to do that to open a door as opposed to recharging my own? Like instead of spending my own 2, I can use 2 from the ship.
Just hook the thing up. Yeah.
Yeah, you could try, but there are possible dangers associated with that because you're tapping into kind of the communal brain sweep of whatever network these mind flayers have set up to power this ship.
I'll mention that the ship itself is psychically active. I could definitely use some of my own psionic reserve to open these doors. Alternately, I could try and tap into it, but I think we should save all of that for attempting to potentially gain control of it at the end. For now, I think we should try and find any doors that are more relevant than these individual ones.
So you're saying try all doors?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Can you, Rick, when we come across brick like doors that are like sonically closed, can you mark those in like green or something?
You can just assume that every door you come across is.
Oh yeah, every single one?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for the ones that were already opened when you came upon them, and the ones that you've managed to open so far.
Well,
Do these people look like they're going anywhere anytime soon?
No, like I said, most of them are unconscious, and the few that are look like they've been drained somehow. It looks like they're kept very severely sedated, either with drugs or hypnotherapy or whatever crazy tricks the lithids might have.
We should check probably in the more central rooms before we worry about the stuff down here. This seems to mostly be slave and thrall quarters.
Riot.
I have a thought, which is, you think that if you took over the ship, you'd be able to open the doors on your own, right?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, the ship doesn't have a wheel. It's controlled psionically. My thought is, I might need to do that just to do something with this ship when we're done.
Didn't we
That's when I
kill the
would prefer to save
captain?
my reserve.
Didn't we kill the captain way up at the top? Why don't we check there? If he was in charge, he probably had control of the ship.
I would prefer to make sure there are no living lithids on the ship first.
Well, we can't. There's a bunch of doors in the way. We just saw them. They were over there.
Let's at least search the central areas of the ship, and then we can try it.
While you guys are having this conversation, how about everybody throw me... Actually, I'm going to leave this up to Kelian and Riot. I'll have each of you guys throw me a perception check. Wisdom perception.
Okay. Can I just use my passive perception? I actually did get exactly my perception. 22.
16.
So, while Liberation's hacking off doors and Mahogany and Nath are discussing how they might take control of the ship, you guys are standing back near to the stairs, and you hear movement above you. It's very faint and very slight. And it didn't sound like footfalls. It just sounded like a very faint shuffling noise.
Right, we'll let everyone else know via message that there's somebody up there. It doesn't sound human.
Can I roll stealth, go upstairs and check what it is?
Where are you going?
Let's go up a floor.
While he's doing that, I move a little bit back down south, and then I continue my argument to myself.
Okay. So, here's the tricky part, Kelian, is once you go up these green stairs, remember this whole floor... Are these shrimp still here, by the way?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, they can't be, because...
I don't know why they're constant. Well, no, they could be because they're trident, but also I dismiss them at some point.
Okay.
I remember.
So the tricky part is, Kelian, is this ship looks very specifically built to kind of dissuade the kind of stealth you're talking about. Because this whole floor down here, remember, is open all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
So depending on where you want to go, stealth may or may not be possible. So let me know where it is you want to try to sneak to. You can be as silent as the wind, but you can't be invisible.
I mean, he could.
Refresh my memory. If I'm on this floor, can I look up and see things on this? Or is it really you can only see things going downward?
These stairs here at the top area roughly correspond to this hole here.
Right.
So kind of this ring of holes in the deck correspond to the outermost ring here. So if you're sneaking around in the middle of this floor, you're pretty much safe from above, because right above this floor is the pool. Once you go up to this deck, though, up here to like the combat deck, there's really nowhere you can go without being spotted from above.
All right. Really, I just want to see what it is. So
Can Riot ask her little fox thing if it can be invisible?
And it blinks invisible, vanishes from view immediately.
Riot tells it to go scout up ahead.
Okay.
a whole lot easier.
Make a stealth check for the fox.
Okay. What's its stealth score?
It doesn't have the stealth skill, but its dexterity is +5.
Okay. And it's got advantage because it's invisible.
Yep.
Okay. 17.
And where do you ask her to go?
Where did I hear that noise coming from? Just the upper decks?
Specifically, you heard it from this area here. It was coming from above these stairs. Exactly where on this deck, you can't be sure, but it would have had to be nearby.
Yeah. Riot will tell the fox to go upstairs through, like, here, scout, make a sweep, like, go here in a circle, up through this pink door, and then up to here, and then come back down and tell me if it sees anything alive.
Okay. And what are you guys doing in the couple minutes this is going to take?
I mean, I can wait for the fox if Riot communicates that.
Yeah, I'm just going to continue the conversation
I don't
with
think you need
Nath, such that it sounds like we're not going up there.
– Fox comes back and reports that the various corpses of thralls that you guys have left. You told the fox to go up, make a sweep around, come up these pink stairs to here and look around, and then come back?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what the fox sees is on this stairwell leading up to the top are several bodies of thralls. The ones that you've killed. Just left on the stairs. 5 of them that your fox was able to see from that position. Just the dead corpses laying still.
They're, like, piled up on the stairs?
Like somebody placed them there.
Like
That's
forming
weird.
a barricade.
There'd be a pretty poor barricade. You'd still be able to step over them or move them aside. But yeah, the bodies are definitely not where you left them.
Okay. That's weird. Nath, can Elithids... no. Dead trolls don't have brains. How did Elithids control them, right? Not right now?
I mean, the psionic energies on a ship like this, especially with something like that pool, can be pretty fucked up.
I've got an idea.
And he
Let's
doesn't
not
say
worry
anything
about it,
beyond that.
and let's just burn the bodies. Who cares if they can control anything if we just burn them?
Why are
Once
they up
I'm-
there, though? There's nothing up there.
That's real
Unless-
confusing. I don't understand it. Let's burn the bodies.
Well, we're down here. The bodies are up there. We need to find, like Nath said, we need to clear up. See if we need to see how much of this area we can clear out before we deal with that nonsense. So,
Let me check.
but the fox said that there was nothing directly up on this floor.
No,
No,
the
he
fox
said he
saw
only saw
something.
stuff, up on the battle floor.
The fox went around this. Well, she went at a double back because this door was never opened.
It was.
Oh, yeah, it was. You're right. Somebody did open that. There we go.
But
I remember that now because I had that thrall waiting on the side for the entire combat. Never got to do anything.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna head up to here, and then I'm gonna start poking my head indoors.
Okay,
Before
starting-
you do that... Oh, wait, hang on. Never mind, I can't cast a spell. It's a concentration. Anyway, yeah, so go ahead.
Which door are you poking your head in? From that position, you see this one here is still open.
Yeah, I guess that's the best one to check first. Look in here.
Okay. Looking into this room here, And the opposite door is also open. This looks to be a very small, like eating quarters, basically, for the people on the ship who actually have to eat actual food. The thralls are still living beings. They have to eat real food. From the smell of it in here, it's not particularly appetizing food, but that's what you've got in here. A couple of small tables, no chairs, standing room only. It doesn't look like a meal's been prepared in a while.
Nobody in here right now?
No, there was I think a thrall or two in there that attacked you during the combat, but that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
This is not the same room, right?
Yeah, is this area a wall like right along here?
Yep, there's a wall there.
Okay, then. And call back over here. You guys coming up or what?
Mm-hmm. We were waiting for you to tell us what was what.
Nothing here. Nothing up here so far.
All right.
But
do we want to keep sweeping down here, or do we want to go upstairs and deal with those thrall?
I mean, they're on the stairs, right?
Yeah.
I got this spell. It's real good. It's called Druid Craft. I snap my fingers. Those thralls get lit up. And we just don't go up there. We just burn them.
Is that what
Sounds
Druid
good.
Craft does?
I can light a small campfire with it. I don't see why I couldn't burn something dead. If it turns out to be very much not dead, I'm assuming it would only do like 2 fire damage.
Yeah,
But-
that's a good question. I'm gonna ask the fox: were these just corpses, or are they like walking and looking animated?
No, just corpses slumped over. In fact, there was not even any weapons. Each one of these thralls
Okay.
was fighting you with a great sword and a crossbow, and those weapons have not been moved.
Yeah.
But if we light them up and they stand up and they seem real upset about that fact, that's something we learned.
Yeah, go have at it, Mahogany.
I'll walk over. They're like,
You'd have to walk like this way.
yeah. I'll walk right here, and then up these stairs, and then from here on these stairs, I can it's all open, right?
Right. What form are you in?
I'm just Mahogany at the moment,
Okay.
and I'll point at the first dead thrall, and I'll try to light him up.
Okay. And it does.
Fantastic! I light them all up.
You light them all up.
This is a huge mystery. It'll never be solved. These bitches are getting lit up.
Okay.
And then I head back downstairs and I say, all right, problem solved.
Great.
Just start poking my head down here.
Now,
Yeah.
did you just light up the 5 that were pointed out to you, or did you search for more?
I mean, I had to keep getting closer because I had to get within 30 feet.
Okay.
So, like, if there was one, if there's a trail of dead bodies, I would have spotted it. Other
Okay.
than that, no. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
like go into rooms.
The trail of
I also
dead thralls
also feel like
continues
what
to lead
you-
up to the top of the stairs.
Ooh, a piece of
Okay.
candy.
Because what you said to us about like it's impossible to hide, I feel like that should go for us too. You know.
It does.
Yeah, yeah.
No. Mahogany is absolutely in plain sight everywhere on the ship.
Okay.
So,
But
yeah.
what I'm saying
How
is
high
that-
up do they go? Up onto this floor?
Do you go all the way up there?
Well, I go up until I can see this one.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's probably like right here. And I light that one up. I can't see up on this rim because there's a floor. And I head back down and I say, yeah, there's some creepy shit going on up there.
Okay, so you light up these 7 and then go back down.
Yeah.
Okay. And the bodies burn furiously and very brightly. These were people
Yeah.
once.
They're not people now. Listen, Mahogany eats things that he talks to.
Same situation with these doors right here.
Same situation, yes.
Let's try these first. These down here.
Okay. I'll head over here.
Nath, do you want to try this, or do you want me to use a knock?
Nodal.
Yeah.
See this D20 that I'm making really big?
Yeah.
Pick a color and make it that color.
You got it.
And then set it to 20. And when I tell you, decrement it by 1.
That sounds awesome. I'm going to make it bright red.
I'll go
that
ahead.
seems
And,
appropriate.
I'll go ahead and expend 2 power points in an attempt to open this door.
Okay, where are you at, Nath? You are going into here?
Right next to the door. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead
Nope.
and make an intelligence check.
That'd be a 7.
On an intelligence check?
I mean, I've got a +5, but you can't help when you roll a 3. It's not a
Well, I
proficiency,
mean,
right?
that
It's
would
just
be an
intelligence.
Yeah, no, just a check.
Yep.
Go ahead and expend the PSPs, and 1 point of psychic damage from the backlash. You feel the ship pushing you out from the door. The good news is anybody that has PSPs can try this as often as they want. The bad news is I think you've only got 8 left amongst you.
Let me dig mine out. I'm gonna keep them for a rainy day.
I'll try it again.
Sorry, I already had all of Lavelle Cyclone's brain pulled out of me, so.
Oh, we've all had our brains pulled
There we
out
go.
of us.
That's a 10.
All right. Oh, crap.
Well,
Why did I do
That's
that? I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. I broke
try that
everything.
one again.
There we go. Nodal, go ahead and decrement that D20.
Yeah, you got it. But how?
Opening up this room here.
Oh, it's even floating. That's ominous.
What did you do?
I don't know.
Looking into this room, the most prominent feature is, and I'm not going to use pink for this because I'm done with pink,
I'm pink. Stop using my color.
is a large triangular table in the center of the room, upon which sits what looks like a star chart. Completely incomprehensible to you, but lined in shelves along the back 2 walls here are many, many different scrolls. And unfurling a couple of them, you see more archaic forms of the same charts. And in fact, you also find a few very ancient maps of various prime material worlds.
Damn. These guys get around.
Well, look what we're saying.
Yeah, but they get around primes.
So are we going to try and pop one of these doors, or are we going to...
I'm thinking... I kind of want to see what's back beyond Big Boy over here. You know?
I imagine Riot pointing at a wall right beyond there.
I mean, Kelian, you were down that way. What was over there?
Looked like, if I remember correctly, it looked like quarters, didn't it?
Where are you looking?
When I went down here last session, it was quarters, right?
Yes, the spacing on the doors and the number of them, most likely Illithid private quarters. This is where the various Illithids, probably not officers' quarters, but just the rank and file.
All right. I think what I would probably do is probably look down there and see what's down this way. So I go back up these stairs and back down here.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a minute to get over there because I'm not Liberation. I'm not a monk.
Is there a door here?
There is indeed.
Okay.
Same,
try that
same
one.
story? Yeah.
All right, go for it now.
Yeah, all the same story on the doors.
Longest door.
That's another 10.
Another 10.
Yay!
Let's expend the PSPs. Opening the door to this room. Oh, I guess I gotta get my pink marker back out.
God damn it. Fight my style.
It's gonna be purplish now. There we go. A very well furnished room. It looks like a stateroom. There's a smallish table with several places set. This would be where official
Captain's
business
quarters?
could be conducted with emissaries or diplomats from other ships, essentially. Very notably, though, the room looks disused. You get the feeling that this particular ship doesn't do a whole lot of negotiating.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
But a pretty
Really
well
easy
furnished
to
room.
negotiate.
Probably does more dominating than negotiating.
This is the first room you've seen that has anything approaching what you would accept as like human comfort.
I'm gonna look around it.
Okay, cushioned chairs, nice table. There's a rudimentary attempt at artwork on the wall, and there is one more door here.
Please enjoy
All right.
our tiefling.
So I'm going to go to
comfort
this door while they're inspecting the room. I'm going to cast protection from good and evil on myself. And that'll put some hit points back in the ward.
line. Is that concentration?
Yeah. The reason I hadn't been using it is because I wanted to use my concentration stuff for more offensive spells up until now, but I'm pretty much tapped. Twice the number come back into the ward, so... And then I'm going to try and channel 2 power points from the ship itself and open this door.
Make an intelligence saving throw instead of a check.
That would be a 13.
Okay. And you reach
Sorry.
out and try to grab a piece of the ship's power itself. And for a moment, you find those energies abhorrent and nightmarish, especially to your mind. But you manage to keep them under control. And you open up the door.
Nice.
Looking into room number 4 here, this looks like a private quarters off the side of the stateroom. If the ship had important guests, this is where they would stay. So in this room, you actually have a comfortable-looking bed, a locked box for personal effects, but the room is not currently occupied.
Okay.
Wait, I want to see what's in that lockbox. Don't
Yeah,
you?
go for it.
Don't you,
Kelian's
Kelian?
not. Well, Kelian's not into
Kelian?
that room,
Kelian,
so.
we're not Kelian. Come on.
Steal from Illithids. Steal from Illithids.
Yeah.
This box actually does have a lock on it that looks like you could open with a key.
Okay.
Mahogany says down the ring of Speak with Mahogany, Kelian, there's some shit to steal over here.
That is my cue.
Ding!
Go ahead and
Yeah.
decrement that D20, please.
I'd love to.
Oh, it should be at 18 now. There you go. It was sitting at 20.
No, it was at 19.
Should I make it
was
bigger?
It was it. It was
Yeah.
19.
It was at 19.
Keelan, go ahead and make
No.
a Dexterity Thieves Tools check.
It's not floating anymore.
Nice.
Nope.
No. What'd you get?
I got lucky tokens. What I got.
Okay.
Well, how lucky are you, Kelian?
How many
Okay.
luckies do you have left?
You got 2 times Thieves Tools, right? You're a rogue.
That's not that kind of a rogue, I think.
I mean, that is a. What is my proficiency? 5,
5.
9. So that's
Probably a 4.
13.
Okay.
13.
13. And you
Yeah.
pop the lock open it up, and the box is empty.
Ugh! Kelian throws the box against the wall.
Hey, that box could be worth something.
No, this box would be for if somebody was staying in this room. This is where they would lock up their personal effects. But there's nobody staying in the room.
Kelian curses under his breath and just walks back to the door he was staring at.
So it looked like I guess you were using something other than yourself there, Nath?
Yeah, I warded myself. I feel like everything down here is basically personal quarters. We should probably inspect the interior some more. Yeah, I have an additional ward on myself. I'll try and draw what I can from the ship at this point.
Actually, while we're over here,
But yeah, I think
wanna-
this frontmost chamber is probably worth investigating.
right. I want to see what's in this tentacle thing.
So do I just make another saving throw?
Where are you at?
I'm opening.
Yeah, go ahead and make another intelligence saving throw.
This is much easier than a check. That actually, I mean, assuming the DC didn't change, that still passes.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4. That becomes a 15.
15, okay. And again, the door opens, but you have to wrestle with the nightmarish energies of the ship.
Yep.
And this... I'm not sure if this would strike Nath as strange or not. I'm not sure how actually familiar he is with illithid dealings.
Mm-hmm.
But this is essentially a treasury. Very well organized. The bulk of what's in this room are standard trade goods. Foods, clothing, forms of mundane weaponry. Probably things that have been pirated, essentially. But there is, towards the back wall, an area where you see valuables. You see stacks and stacks of gold and platinum bars. Sitting
Kelian, I
in
misjudged
front
you.
of those platinum bars on the ground is a large, heavy-looking iron lockbox. Like, two of you could probably lift this thing together if you tried.
I'll glance towards Liberation. Any magic?
Turn on detect magic.
Nope, nothing magical in here.
We'll inventory it later.
Nope, nothing magical.
Yep.
How do you do that, Nath?
Do what?
Open the door.
I draw a small bit of the ship's power and just manipulate the psionic energies that hold them closed.
How
That
do I
sounds
do
really
that?
dangerous.
Can anyone do that?
I don't know that you would be able to do it if you aren't attuned to psionic energy.
Well, I can.
And I do have a ward on myself, and the ship isn't as strong-willed as the Illithid, so right now I'm not particularly concerned, but I would keep an eye on my behavior. If I begin acting strangely
Oh yeah,
behind my
I'll hit you.
hands.
Don't worry, man. If you start acting strangely, I'll put a firewall around you.
So let me ask you this, Destil. Since first edition, to my knowledge, the spell has been called Protection from Good and Evil.
Yep.
And now it's called Protection from Evil and Good.
Yep.
I've lost sleep over this.
I think they wanted it to show up in a different part of the book, but I don't know. Wait, there needed to be another protection
They,
spell.
they just alphabetized evil and good. That's all they did.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
I was going to
especially-
say, yeah.
Especially since protection from.
Well, to
energy
be
is also-
fair, in third edition they had like 4 specific spells because you had to choose which one you were protecting against, even though it didn't matter because you just use it for the suppression of mental control, and that doesn't care if it's good or evil.
In third edition, they had knowledge parentheses sail making. Like,
Yep,
This is true.
exactly.
So what's next for you guys?
Let's come up. Yeah,
How do I get attuned to psionic energy?
Hey,
to
I'm
my
a little
knowledge,
bit
you have to be
telepathic.
born with it. You might be
I'm-
able
I'm-
to.
I was born a
You
little
might-
bit telepathic. Can I do it?
I'm just.
I don't know. You could try. I wouldn't recommend drawing on the ship's power, though. I'd started by using my own. I
what
just
if
don't
you
wanna
think
expend the rest of
psionic
it.
magic is fake?
I'm gonna
I'm just-
try opening up this door with where Riot thinks this is psionic energy.
And no matter what you try or how
Yeah.
hard you do, nothing happens. Essentially, if you don't have PSPs, you don't have...
No,
the
I
ability.
get it. In game.
Yeah.
Riot's like, I can cast detect thoughts, whatever. I'm psionic.
Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah.
mean-
To my knowledge, there are some few rare mystics who have been trained in it, but for the most part, everyone I know that can use psionics is simply born with it.
Hold on.
I'm. I'm just saying. I'm
Well, if you
concerned
think-
with the number of doors that we have to open on this ship.
If you think you can do it safely, then hell yeah.
Well, that's
then-
why I'm drawing the power from the ship itself.
Exactly.
Nodal, go ahead and you know what to do. The
Yeah,
red
you got
die.
it. I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna real quick pop my head upstairs. Are there fresh new bodies?
Popping your head upstairs, the bodies are still smoldering brightly, and this entire section of the ship is filling up with black smoke.
Well, that's probably fine. We can worry about that later. I can't.
This die is not staying on 17.
All right, I have an idea.
Just keep rolling it until you get a 17.
So I'm gonna go ahead and open this
Pedal
one.
on.
Okay, the same
Intelligence.
Hey, it worked.
intelligence saving throw.
Stay 19.
19. Okay.
Getting the hang of this.
Drawing on the ship is easier, but I suspect more dangerous.
And looking in this door here, very, very uncomfortable looking sleeping quarters. Looks to be for the thralls. They pack them in here like sardines.
I
We're
don't know if
talking
we can
just
get anything valuable on this floor.
Straw
We found
mats
a
on the floor.
Thrall dining room, a thrall bedroom. Let's go back
Yeah.
downstairs.
Okay, well, I'm gonna check this one while I'm here, though.
The center here.
Okay.
Yep, saving throw. 29.
29. Okay.
I think he's got that one. We're gonna drain this ship dry, and it's just suddenly gonna stop and fall in space.
Roll initiative.
Oh. Alright.
Can I roll the big red die? I feel like that'll give my initiative more power.
Why is it on 6?
It's not. It's on my screen. It's floating. It says 17.
No, on my
Same.
screen it just says 6.
I see 17. Yeah.
I see
I
17.
hover over it. It says 17.
Fair enough.
That's probably why it kept falling. Is because we're desig with brick a little bit.
I have to remove the name from this object here because I keep copying the object from Stixie, but this is not Stixie.
It should be.
It's not. There we go. Okay.
Okay, now they're all named Kit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a
That's
minute.
way worse.
I have to roll initiative myself, actually. That's not a bad roll. Okay.
It's very descriptive, Brick Road.
All right. What did Riot roll?
17. And I guess I gotta roll for my Celestial too. Huh?
And Kelian.
15.
Liberation.
9.
Nath.
Nath acts at 4.
That's not good. Mahogany.
Mahogany and Stixie both go at 8.
Oh, you said 8, not 9. There we go.
Yeah, 8.
So remember last week when we rolled to where we could curb stomp these guys in a surprise round?
And the fox.
You said it has a +5 to Dex.
Yes.
So that's a 6 then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have gone better for you. Nath, looking into this room, looks like a larder. Things in here stored foodstuffs for the thralls and presumably the slaves as well. Again, nothing super appetizing, nothing you'd want to eat, and also 2 beholders.
What?
What?
Okay.
Goodness.
Who gets to
Disagree.
act first?
I gotta say, normally I argue against it, but I'm surprised.
Yep.
Nobody's actually surprised. I'm assuming Nath was expecting something to be on the other side of this door.
Not beholders, though. Well, you know, just beholders on a lifted ship.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
It's
Beholders.
Nath, you're gonna have to make a lot of saving throws here. Okay.
Do you have protection from evil and good?
Yeah.
That's probably
Assuming
good.
I make some concentration checks, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so first thing you need is a strength saving throw.
Okay. That would be a 19.
Okay, second thing I need is a dexterity saving throw.
I have to start doing this. Is this against a spell?
No.
Okay. That would be a 12.
A 12.